Hello and welcome to today's session. Today I'm going to tell you basic navigation in the Oracle eBusiness Suite application. Right now you're seeing the version release 12. The navigation is almost similar in any of the earlier version including the 11i application. So this is the main front page. Once you log in into the application, you will see some of the top navigation items like diagnostic, logout, preferences and the help button. These will guide you to the required location, like if you want to change the preferences for your login, your password and stuff like that. If you want to log out, if you want to go to the diagnostic page, and if you want to go to the help, then you can use this button. It will show your username, the name with which you are logged in the system. It will show you the work list in 12, but in release 11i it won't show it here. You will have to choose the menu option to go to the work list. Favorites are available in release 11i also, and on the left hand side here you can see the navigator, which has all the responsibilities that you have. Right now it will show a lot of responsibilities, but eventually, like in a normal production environment, you will have 10 to 15 responsibility based on what your role is. So once you select the responsibility, you will see some of the options here. For example, if I select advanced planning administrator, it will show all the options under that, which are called functions here, and I can select any of these functions. As you can see, the different icons determine whether it's a form or is it a web page. This means a web page, this means a form. And once you select those functions, it will open up in a form window. For example, if I select the enter and maintain, it will open up in this sort of window. It's a enter and maintain function within the HRMS application. And as you can see, this is called a form. These are the data fields. If the field is white, which means it's optional. If it is yellow, which means it is mandatory and you have to enter the value. This is a list of value where you can select multiple values or one value from the list of given values. This is a find, new, clear. These are all buttons, and as this is a normal window navigation, you have close, maximize and minimize buttons over here. Then you have menu options: file, edit, view, folder, tools, window and help. This plus button is a new record button. If you want to create a new record, you will be using this button. Let me close this out and go back to this form. As you can see, this is a yellow field, which means this is a mandatory field, and this is white, which means it's an optional field. This one, as you can see, it's called new. It will be used for creating a new record. This is the find button. As you can see, the torchlight, it's a search button. If you want to find anything, this will be used for finding it. If you want to go to navigator back, this is the main navigator, which has all the main functions. This will be the button to use for that navigator. Let's go back to the form. This button floppy disk is for saving something. This is the next step. So if there is a flow based form, then you can go to the next step using this button. This is to switch responsibility. If you are in HR responsibility and you want to switch to some other responsibility, you can use this button. So let me go to navigator and then I can switch responsibility back from here. I don't want to do that right now, so I'll just cancel that option and go back to what we were doing earlier. So I'll open the form again so we can see all of these buttons and understand what they mean. And the next one is the close form. This one will close the form which I am currently on. If I close this, it will close that form. This button, the cut, copy, paste. This is the clear record. If you are working on a record and you think that's not what you want, you can clear that record. This button is going to be used for the deletion of a record. This is the button for editing the particular field that you are working on. This is a zoom. This button works with the form, which has a zoom functionality, where from one form you can zoom into the other form functionality. This is the translation for globalization of the application. This is not available in any of the 11i version, but it is available in release 12. This is the attachment button, which can be used to attach a document or the folder to the folder. And these are the folder tools. When you are working with the folders, then you can use these tools to move folders and do other operations with the folders. And this is the help button. You also have something like an export option here, using which you can export the data, and you can also have many options here like save and proceed, next step, log on as a different user, switch responsibility, print and exit the application. So this is how you navigate throughout the Oracle application. And on the navigator here itself, you have a field place for documents where you can have your documents which you readily use, as well as you have these signs to expand all or to collapse all, to expand a particular function only, and to expand any particular function where your mouse is, or to collapse the particular function where your mouse is at. So these are the buttons, and you can add your top 10 list here. If there are some things which you use every day, you can add them to top 10 list, and this open button will tell you to open that particular form. On the bottom here you will see the messages from the application, which will tell you if the record is saved, if it's in process, if there is an error, and all those kind of things. So this is how you will navigate in Oracle applications.